Hello, Stina. How are you? I'm waiting for more people to join so that we can start today's live on our Instagram page, Pageant World India. So, hello everyone. Good afternoon to all of you. Today we are joining our very special guest from Sweden, Miss World Sweden, Stina, and she's joining us very soon in our live. So, let's join her. I'm waiting for Stina to join us so that we can start this amazing live that's going to be with Miss World Sweden because Miss World is going to be in India very soon. Hello, Stina.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Everything is going superb. Thank you so much today for joining in my live and approving this live because I'm very excited about Miss World contestants as Miss World is going to be in India this year. So, how excited are you about
I
this?
am extremely excited. I'm really looking forward to the pageant and the final, especially since it's going to be in India and I've been to India before. So I'm really looking forward to coming back, seeing the culture, and just having a great time in India.
That's so amazing. Tell us about your journey. Tell us about you, that how this journey started of yours, and you are now Miss World Sweden.
Well, I started with beauty pageants when I was 18, so that is 8 years ago. I don't want to say how old I am, but and I've been doing, I did Miss Supranational back then. I came first runner up for Miss World Sweden. And I put it a bit on hold, a bit on ice, but now I feel I've matured enough and I think I really can represent my country, Sweden, and I think I can do a really good job. So I've been preparing as much as I can before the final. So I'm just really excited and it's going to be an amazing experience.
That's absolutely true. We are so excited to welcome you all in India this year. India is an incredible country. Sweden is an incredible country. So we are very much excited to welcome all the beauties from all across the globe to India to join us in this amazing event because Miss World is one of the biggest pageants in the world. And when it's going to be in our country, we are very excited because you will love the hospitality, you will love the culture of India, and everything you will love a lot.
Yeah.
We are so excited. We're so excited to welcome you.
No, thank you very much. No, I do really love the Indian culture. As I said, I've been there before. I visited Bangalore and
Oh,
Salem. I
okay.
went to the Sona College Institution of Technology. I
Okay.
held a lecture there for about 300 women at that college. It was about women empowerment and just meeting all of these beautiful women from India at this university was such an amazing experience. I was very honored to hold my speech there. And I'm just very excited to come back, experience more of the culture, seeing more of what India has to bring.
Absolutely. So you visited the south part of India. Okay. So India has like four parts, northeast and west and south, and each and every part of India is incredibly amazing. So what you loved most about the Bangalore when you visited there?
Well, first of all, just seeing, meeting students, Indian students, especially female students at university level, because it's not very common for women to go to university.
Yes.
It's becoming more and more popular for Indian females to attend university. And that was just an extreme honor for me to do and experience, but also just seeing the different culture, comparing India to Sweden, just being inside of the city, having cows walking around the streets. It's very different to Sweden, but I remember I bought so much fabric back to my sister because she's a sewing teacher. So I just bought so many beautiful fabrics for her to create whatever she wanted to create.
That's really amazing. What food you like the most when you eat it here?
Well, I have a little bit of problem eating too spicy,
Okay.
but I remember like just going into a roadside diner,
Okay.
having the food on a banana leaf. That was your
Oh,
plate.
wow. Yeah.
That's just an extreme experience. You don't get a plate, you get a banana leaf as your plate, and having the roti bread with all of the different curries and rice is just Indian food is delicious when it's not too spicy. I love like
That's true.
herbs and tasty food, but just not too spicy.
Yes, I can understand the spice is a bit difficult to handle, but still, I'm so glad that you love the food. And in the south part of India, they serve the food on the banana leaf. It's the culture of there. Yeah, and so if you go to if you tour the whole India, you will like, get to taste around thousands of dishes if
Yeah,
you're gonna eat everything.
no,
That's a lot of things you're gonna love here in
yeah,
India.
and especially
So,
now since we're both going to New Delhi and to Mumbai
yeah,
for the pageant,
absolutely.
so that's gonna be
Yes, you will find almost everything in both of the cities. Yeah.
yeah, very happy to do.
Yes. So I want you to tell our audience something about yourself.
So me, I actually just had another interview as well with
Oh,
the Swedish Mensa Society. So I am part of Mensa, the organization for people with high IQ. I became a member in 2019 when I took the test, and just had an interview for the Swedish Mensa newspaper, which I'm a proud member of Mensa, and I really how much they work together for better society as well. Just like what Miss World is doing, also working to promote Sweden, promote women, not Sweden, promote women and charity events all around the world. It's very beautiful how they work together.
absolutely. Yes. So, okay. So I would want to know that what about Miss World you like the most?
I am a sports girl. I've been
Oh,
playing
okay.
soccer for 15 years. I'm really looking forward to the sports segment of the competition, but also the talent because I do play piano. I have my piano in the background here.
Wow.
I don't know if you can see it, but I play piano, I sing. So I'm also really looking forward to the talent show where I'll be able to show what I can do. And so I just very much looking forward to all the different segments of the competition. It's just going to be really fun to show like I am a all-arounder, versatile girl.
Yeah.
I can do both the sports, both the talent, I can do the fashion, and I think all of the different segments going to be incredible.
That's true. That's the same thing I love about Miss World that they have a lot of activities to explore with, and like talent round is there, dances of the world, national
Yeah.
costume is in there, and then you have a top model, then you have evening gowns. So a lot of things to explore in Miss World, and that what makes us really
Sure.
different from the other pageants. So it's really exciting to watch Miss World all the time. The time it starts, it's
Yeah,
so fun to see all of you.
indeed. And it's since it's going for more than 3 weeks,
Yeah.
and we're gonna do new stuff every week. It's never gonna be a dull moment. You're gonna see new things every day, and I, I'm almost speechless. Like I'm really looking forward to going to India and start the competition, the pageant, and meeting all of the girls. I'm already in contact with a lot of the girls, and we're just so excited to meet each other and spend 3 amazing weeks together.
That's really amazing. It will be so much fun to watch all of you together in different dresses and different outfits each day. It's going to be really, really exciting.
Indeed.
So, okay, so I would like to ask that what is your Beauty with the Purpose project?
So I've been working since a few years back. Actually, I've been working to promote language barriers, especially in Sweden, because we receive a lot of immigrants and asylum seekers. So I've been working with a project called Swedish for Everyone, where I have a YouTube channel where I teach Swedish to mostly asylum seekers and immigrants and their followers in their home country. So I teach Swedish through a YouTube channel where I use books, symbols, pictures, everything I can to translate English words or pictures into Swedish, and just giving the first basics of the Swedish language so you can start to get assimilated or like integrated into the community. And I started this in 2015 when there was a big war that broke out in the Middle East, because at that year we received hundreds of thousands of immigrants into a country of such as Sweden, which has a low population. Getting over 100,000 immigrants, it's a lot. And so I started working to promote diversity, welcoming immigrants and people from all around the world, and helping out with the language, because there's a queue in the Swedish school system to get into the school, to the Swedish for immigrants part of the school. So I started working together with different schools in my municipality to help people who wanted to learn English, but there weren't any place left in the Swedish for immigrant program at school. So I started teaching Swedish, and I've continued to do that throughout my YouTube channel. And I've also raised fundraising to be able to buy Christmas gifts with school supplies to the children at my nearest asylum accommodation, and also a clothing fund gathering where you collect clothes, like winter clothes, because people coming from the Middle East to Sweden usually don't have the warm jackets or shoes, hats that you need to have when it gets -30, -35, 2 meters of snow. So I also done clothing collections to be able to give that to asylum accommodations in my municipality. So my Beauty with a Purpose is called Swedish for Everyone.
That's so amazing. That's really amazing. I mean, it's one of its kind of the unique projects that I've ever heard about. And it's so amazing to tell people the native language of Sweden, Swedish, because they probably immigrants are from all across the world. They know different languages, so it's very difficult for them to communicate with the people of Sweden.
Exactly.
So it's really amazing. It's really.
Yeah, so that's what I've been trying to focus, because I believe that language is the key to human connection, and to be able for newcomers to feel welcomed into a new country where they don't know the language, they don't know the norms in the society. I felt like I wanted to do something about it, and that's why that was became my Beauty with a Purpose.
You're doing a really amazing job, I would say, and you're helping a lot of people out there.
Thank you.
Very difficult it is to settle down in a country where the language is quite different. It's for
For sure,
everyone,
because
the immigrants.
Swedish, it's only Sweden that talks Swedish. Some Norwegians and Finnish people do, but Sweden is a language of their own, and I felt that's what I could do.
Yeah, right. So I would want you to say one word or something in Swedish.
So a basic word is just hey hey,
Okay.
which is hello, hey. But I would say thank you in Swedish is tack.
Touch.
Tack.
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 Okay.
Very good.
Yeah, tack. Oh, that's amazing.
Tack.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, so I would want you to tell the people more about Sweden.
So Sweden is in the Nordic Europe, Scandinavia. It's a very beautiful country. It has a lot of forest, nature. I come from a place called the High Coast, which is a natural heritage. It's been appointed a World Natural Heritage by the UNESCO, and it has the highest land rising from the sea level. So the land is still rising from sea level, and it has done that since the last ice age 10,000 years ago. So in the area where I come from, we have high mountains and deep valleys, and that land is rising about a centimeter every year. It's a beautiful landscape, and I think Sweden, since it is so elongated, it's so long from north to south, you really get a big diversity in the nature. You get wide forests, deep forests, you have the mountains in the west close to Norway, and in the south you have the fields, endless fields. So we also, Sweden has is the country with the most islands in the world. If you think of a
Wow.
country with a lot of islands, you would guess like Indonesia, Philippines. It's actually Sweden. We have more than 220,000
Wow. Oh
islands.
my God.
We are
Oh my
the
God.
country with the most islands in the world, and we also have an incredible amount of lakes as well.
Wow.
But so Sweden, I would say Sweden is famous for IKEA. Definitely. IKEA, you have the Swedish meatballs at IKEA. We have this singing group ABBA. We have Avicii, who's now passed away. But we do have some small things. And Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I would say that's like the top most famous things about Sweden today.
That was so amazing. Means you give such an incredible introduction of your beautiful country. I mean, I just
Thank
want to
you.
come now because it's really looking like it's sounding like heaven on earth, like I would say. Definitely it is like that.
It is, especially up north. I am from the north of Sweden, where you have a lot of beautiful nature. It's not too crowded with people. Just, I love this scenery there. It's an amazing country,
That's
for sure.
really amazing to hear. So, okay, I would want to ask you, okay, now a bit question. So, if you like get a chance to speak in front of the all world leaders, what topic will you be rising in front of them and talk about?
For me, for a long time, I've been very investigated in the climate change and global the global environment,
Yes.
how the global change is affecting us, and even though it's doing it slowly, in the near future the average temperature on our planet will have risen so much that you won't be able to live in certain areas of the world where it's now extremely populated. So I would raise the more awareness of the climate change, but also the wars that is ongoing, the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and the war that is currently in the Gaza Strip that's going on there. So that's two subjects: the invasions and wars that's ongoing, and the climate change.
You're very right. You're very right because these kind of topics are really need to be discussed because aside than anything, the normal people, the I would say the innocent people that get killed in these wars is the worst thing in the world.
Sure.
I mean, you are living in your home and you're seeing a bomb being dropped in front of your house or somewhere nearby. It's really horrible for those people that we can imagine the situation. So
No,
it's really a topic which is need to be risen up, and these wars needs to be stopped, and we should all be friends together, not should be
yeah,
like engaging in these kind of things, I would say.
exactly. And I do believe that as a delegate of the Miss World pageant, we do get a voice. We do get the opportunity to make our voice heard and to be able to speak about these things, especially since we will have a debate. A few of the delegates in the Miss World will have a debate about current topics, political topics, or worldly things that happen in the world today. And I believe that is a platform for us to make a statement and to make our voices heard, especially about the crisis that we are going through today.
Very right, very right. Really, that's right. Okay, so I would want to ask you that if you become the next Miss World, so how would you use your title to empower the youth of today?
Well, for the youth of today, I will try to inspire and give options to, you don't have to do what everyone else is doing. if you want to go to university, you don't have to do it right away. I took 4 years sabbatical before I continued to study. But also, depending on which country you come from, you do have different opportunities in life. You do have different obstacles you have to go through and move over or get through. And I believe that if everyone is given a chance to pass or go through the obstacles that they are having, I believe everyone is capable of becoming something. Everyone can't become a world leader, everyone can't become a president, but everyone can become something and someone. And I think that is very important for people to know, that you and everyone out there, you can become someone. And as long as you try, as long as you don't give up, even if you fail, just get back on the horse and try again, and you will succeed. And I think a lot of young people really needs to feel heard, feel that someone cares about them, and just know that someone believes in them, because then I think everyone could be unstoppable, for sure.
You're very right. Because as we are seeing that so many youth of today are committing, suicides, and a lot of things are happening with them. They're suffering with mental issues. So it's really important for them to believe in themselves first. Whatever they are doing in life, it doesn't matter if they fail or whatever happens. They should believe in themselves that no, if I have failed this time, I can do something.
For
If
sure.
God has sent me, if God has sent us to this world, definitely we have some purpose of our life, and that's definitely they need to know.
For sure. And I really do believe that if everyone just gets a hug sometimes, someone to show them love, I think we're all struggling with something. Some of us are struggling with mental health, some with loneliness, some are being poor, but I do believe that everyone is worth a chance in life, wherever you come from, wherever your background is. Everyone deserves a chance, and I do believe that we have to stay together and help each other out to get to become a better world, and to becoming a sustainable world as well, where we can survive, where our children and grandchildren has a place to live. And I believe that the youth today is the next generation that will be able to create that future for us.
Very right. I would say that your thoughts are really amazing, because you think about a lot of people, and that's really the people we need in this time, because lot of people are suffering with so many things. So it's really important for us to at least understand other people, and anyone nearby us, we should at least talk to them, because what most happens, because those people don't talk to anyone, that's the worst thing. We should talk to them, we should become a friends with them, so that at least they can discuss their problems with us, and they can get out of that situation and do something better in their lives.
Definitely, because you only need one person that listens, and that can change your life. If you're going through a hard time, or you're suffering from depression or whatever it is, if you get to one person, if you have one person that listens, that can save that person's life, for sure. And I believe
Right.
that if we stand together and help each other, we can help so many people around us as well.
Definitely, that's very right thing. Okay, I would want now to ask you that aside India, what's is in your travel bucket list? Which country you want to tour after India?
Well, I've been more or less around the world. I think I've been to about 40 countries.
Oh,
But
wow.
yes, as I've been to the Great Wall of China, I've seen the pyramids in Egypt. And I've been to India before, but I'm so happy to come back to India. But one of my top top bucket list countries is Peru and Machu Picchu. I've always
Okay.
wanted to hike up to Machu Picchu and experience the former Inca community there. So that's
That's so
top
amazing.
one
Yeah, Peru is an amazing country, so it will really be an amazing experience to visit there.
for sure. And the food is delicious. Peruvian food, absolutely amazing.
Okay, so what's your favorite food? I would want to ask.
Well,